From the time I was a little kid, I loved hanging out in the lobby before a show, because about an hour before the show, one or two patrons start to arrive. There are a couple of people sitting there, it's very quiet, and then over the next half hour or so, the crowd builds. More people arrive, they look for places to sit, they stand around and chat with each other, they wait for the house to open, for the theater to open. There's always a very pleasant buzz, and when I was a little kid, I loved eavesdropping on conversations because they would very often be talking about the theater, maybe the last play they'd seen, or a show they'd seen 3 years ago that they couldn't forget how much they loved it, or an actor they'd really loved in a previous show who was going to be in this one and they couldn't wait to see him or her. When the house opens, when the theater actually opens and people start to sit down, that's very exciting too. The buzz starts very small, and I know now I very often listen to it from backstage in our theater. I'm sitting with the actors or doing some work backstage, and again, it starts very small. The house doors open 40 minutes before the show starts, and people don't really start to come in right away. They stay out in the lobby or they sit out here in the cabaret and wait till closer to showtime. So the trickle starts very small into the auditorium, but then it grows and it grows and it builds and it builds, and there gets to be that point where it's this distinct, loud, buzzing hum. And from backstage, from my perspective, and even more from the actor's perspective, that's very, very exciting, because you hear this crowd swelling, all these people, these excited voices, and they've come to see something that you're going to do. There's something very exciting about that pre-show hum. Everybody is so hopeful, so excited about what they're going to see and the event that's about to happen. And I love that sense of anticipation.